warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I hope you guys are doing from family from Jannah. Today's a sensitive topic and a great topic we're going to discuss. Daily struggle. I have a question before we start. Isn't it an entire conversation with Allah about our daily life? Where do we discuss that? Where do we have it in our day? Guesses? Anybody? Pause the video and guess. Okay, you done? Unpause it. In our daily prayers, 5 times a day. 5 times a day, guys. Who are we talking to? God. Salah is about that. We're talking to our God, our Rabb. And Fatiha is a part of that prayer. And it comes 5 times a day, right? Okay, I'm going to skim through. And let's go to the part I want to go to. For example, cut the scene. I'm going to say this right now and then I'm going to say it again. You're not going through a punishment, guys. Me or you. Check, check, check. It's a trial, like my Ustad says, Salman. And it's for me, for my improvement. Just like I'm in a training, when I'm put through a test to check, it's just there to make me stronger, for example. If Allah doesn't do that, how will I know that where am I in life? If I'm doing right? If I'm on the straight path or not? It gives me spiritual strength, mental strength, and physical strength. It shows me where is my checkpoint. Where am I? Where am I weak at? Where is my strengths and weakness? I'm improving, right? I'm learning. Next point is mine when I use example in a classroom, right? Exam in a classroom. I don't decide. You want to decide who's going to take the exam. Why did they give me this exam? Why am I going to the starting trial? Do you decide when you take a math exam or English exam in school? Do you decide how many questions are in there? Do you decide what time is it? Do I decide what day is it? Oh well, you can make commitments. Teacher, please, ma'am, can you give me this time or that time? Miss Sam, Samantha. Okay, not Sam. Samantha, could you give me that time or that time for Samantha? I like that name, so I chose that name. You don't decide. The teacher does. That's my point. So what is the difference between the teacher of the Quran and the teacher of this dunya? Do we depend on this dunya more than the teacher itself of the Quran, who is the success of this dunya and the akhirah? Do we know who's the teacher of the Quran? It's Allah Azza wa. And dunya teacher is just going to be there, and he's a creation, or she's a creation. She's going to pass away. She's not. That's not my point, but I'm saying that we should more be when we compare these two. It's the same thing because Allah is also the teacher. He taught us the Quran, and He's our teacher for the trials and everything. He teaches us the world. He created the world. He's the ultimate creator. Then why are we judging him like that? No, why don't we care? Why do we want him to negotiate, make adjustments? Don't give me this trial, don't give me that trial, right? He's the authority, guys. I shouldn't send that, we shouldn't send that. He's the authority compared to a teacher's authority to a student, a child's authority to astaghfirullah. A parent is authority to a child, and many more. Can you say that your mom is not your authority? Even though she doesn't say what you do of a child? No, you can't, right? How can you say that the creator, you decide what the creator does, right? That makes no sense. But and finally, we come to the point when sometimes we get tired of the trials and everything, and we say we don't care anymore. And the God replies, Allah replies in Surah Fatiha, um, He's the Malik, what's his name? Malik Yawmiddin. What does that mean? He's the master of the day of the reckoning, of day of the judgment. Judgment, guys. Let me give you an example. You come up and you say to the teacher, don't tell the teacher. You just don't come out and say, I'm not going to take this exam anymore. This is your final big epic exam, and you say you don't want to take it anymore. Or you failed the exam. Another instance, the exam. What happens then? Do you have to repeat the class? Or do you fail the class? Right? Or the biggest thing that can happen to you, or that you don't graduate. Just get disqualified. Right? This is the biggest exam. And if we're talking about the day of judgment, this exam, the pile of books, a book hisab, the book is gonna judge on our deeds and what we did in this life. And for instance, God forbid, He says, our God, the authority, the master, He says, you failed. You can't graduate. You're not getting Jannah. You're not getting paradise. What should I give you? Right? Just like that. Last point I have is that it could be worse. It could be worse. Remember the last example I used? You couldn't graduate. Okay. You failed. Let's put it this way. Other point. You failed the exam, and your teacher gives you another chance. That's like the second point. God could give you another chance in this life. But my point is that from the beginning, that last exam that you're gonna have, you're not gonna get another chance. But for this example, it could have been worse. Something gonna happen. You just failed the exam. The main thing is that you failed the exam. You didn't graduate, right? But you didn't fail a life exam. You didn't pass away, for God forbid. But you didn't got into accident and you got paralyzed. I don't know. Or I didn't get paralyzed. Alhamdulillah. Allah saved me from a lot of things, right? You should be grateful and graduate. Praise Him, right? And lastly, I'm saying this lastly a lot of times, but guys, sorry for being harsh, but I want to say this. We can't harm Allah anymore. No, sorry. We can't harm Allah, do anything against Him. Because He's the creator. What is He going to do? You do a twist to a toy. Can a toy harm you? You created a toy. A Play-Doh. Can a Play-Doh harm you? A little bit? No, it can't. Then how can a master be harmed by us? Thank you for listening. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Fi man la baraka fihim. God bless you. Have a good day.